you've been having a wonderful, wonderful week. And even if not, that's okay too, little bunny. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And that's the theme of this episode. Back to basics, little bunny. Just you, just me spending some time together. This little garden we have. It's not quite imaginary, is it? Because I'm real. And you're real. And what even is this right now, this microphone and the internet coming to you and the headphones of you? It's all just a wild, wild world we live in, little bunny. So, to me, the garden is real love. From me to you, if you want to give love back to me, then I'm here to embrace and receive your love. And if you're like, Daddy, I don't know if I can give my love to anyone anymore after this and that. I've been in those states before where you give someone your love and it, if not right away, at some point, it gets stomped on and tossed to the side of the road where your love can mingle with the rain, water, and the mud. Do you ever feel like your love is treated like that when you give it to someone? It happens, little bunny. It happens. I think it's a natural part of being someone who gives your heart out. I don't know if I have any good advice, but I'll say if you're wondering whether it's even worth it to try again, whether it's even worth it to put yourself out there and make a new connection, if it's just gonna turn out like last time, whenever, all I have to say is that you're in good company. Because whenever my heart gets tread on, which happens quite a bit, seeing as I give real love here in the garden, and if you have thousands and thousands of fellow bunnies, I'm sure my love has been cast aside countless times, little bunny. But personally, I can't help but extend my love back out there into the world and extend it to you, little bunny, because you're worth it. I will never, ever be discouraged from loving you, little bunny. I'm not even referring to anything in particular. Nothing bad happened lately, if it feels like that. As a matter of fact, things are going very well. Very well lately. Oh man. The realization I had last week of just leading with the energy. I cannot believe how long it took me to discover this. Lead with the energy that you want back. It's cheat code to social life. I cannot believe it took me so long. So let me impart that upon you, little bunny. There was someone who some people are hard to read, you know. This is not someone I wanted as a romantic partner, but someone that I wanted to get closer with. And this person is just so freaking hard to read. And so, in this acquaintance ambiguity, instead of being tepid and being protective of my love and saying, I don't know if I can extend my love. I don't know if I can trust you with it because I can't read. What are you going to do with my love, this precious love? Does this sound familiar to you, little bunny? There's someone that you want to let in, that you want to grow closer to, but you just don't know. You can open yourself up to the hurt that may come back at you. So I had met up with this person a few days ago, I guess. And in the ambiguity, I just led with the open heart, the open warmth, to not read into the silences and the ambiguities. And it's like, oh, what is that? Was that a tone of voice that said this or that? It's like, shh, 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 shh. If you want to grow close to someone, little bunny, you got to be brave enough to take the chance, right? And you got to lead with your heart wide open. That person will open their heart up right back to you. And you say, but daddy, one time I did that and the person did not open their heart back up to me, and my heart ended up in the gutter, just like you described at the beginning of this episode. And to that little bunny, I have no good advice except to tell you once again, you're in good company, because I'm like that too. I just give my heart out and out. I guess I'm a little more selective than what is typically oh shit, hold on, my computer is like popping up with stuff. Okay. Yeah. I give my love to you, little bunny. I don't give my love to everyone. My love is not free. My love is given to people I admire. People who make me smile. You make me smile, little bunny. Thinking about what I want to say about admiring you. Do I admire that you're going to be brave? And that maybe you are going to go out and take that chance with your heart again? Man, I would admire that. You can pick your heart back up, run it under some warm water with a damp cloth. Give it a couple days to recover. Give it some hot cocoa, yeah. And then go find someone who there's a little bit of ambiguity there, and just go with your heart out. See what happens. I would admire you if you did that. I was originally going to talk to you about deadlines. I swear, little bunny, deadlines are the only way that I accomplish anything. I just got done sending a kind of like I call it a Photoshop template. This is for the garden game / startup. And my wonderful, amazing, incredible artist whom I found in Japan almost a year ago now. I had to deliver her the template for her to make the art, but I'll tell you all about that later. What do I have for a beverage? Oh my God, little bunny. So I am in a hotel room. Traveling again is family stuff, and I do not have my French press. I do not have tea. I could go figure out this coffee maker machine. I did see some. I did see some decaf over there, but I think the beverage of today is not bottled water in terms of in a disposable plastic bottle, but a plastic reusable bottle. Bottled tap water, whatever you call it. What do you call this? What is the name of the water that's in a reusable bottle? I guess it's tap water, but when I hear I feel like if I say I'm drinking tap water, what do you think of? If I say, oh, I'm drinking tap water, it sounds like I'm drinking out of a cup, right? So what do you call it? You can't call it bottled tap water, can you? I think I may need you to come up with this and email me, Lindy@lindysgarden.com or Daddy@lindysgarden.com, whichever you prefer. And I freaking forgot to lead with Little Bunny, the locked audio, which was the deadline that I had to get done today. Oh, it's so spicy. It's a good spicy episode. It's for the locked section of the garden, which is Patreon, is for ages 18 to 800 only. So as long as you're between the ages of 18 and 800, then you're good to go for the locked section of the garden. And a very good reason why is because when a spicy audio like this hits the garden, I don't know. It's great. This one is called Hypnotic Hands. And of the many things I like to do, I have a small interest, which will not surprise you, in hypnosis, Little Bunny. Did you ever feel like my voice was hypnotic? Imagine being hypnotized by this voice. Literally, if I'm trying to hypnotize you, well, there is a spicy audio that just got posted within the past 24 hours. It is me hypnotizing you to move your hands. And those hands do some stuff that I will not repeat on the podcast, Little Bunny. But I think that'll be very delicious if you want. If you want to be proven that hypnosis does work, and if you have ever been curious about erotic hypnosis, that exists. Okay, you know where to find it, because I don't want to go dig up the link every time. I don't know. You can find the link somewhere. You can do it. Oh, it's quite late here. Oh, yeah. So you got to email me. Tell me what is like reusable bottled water. That sounds weird in its own way. Reusable bottled water. Like, what does that even mean? That to me sounds like someone on the space station drinks a bottle of water and then through their like filtration water recycling system, and they like put it back in the water. That sounds like some kind of dystopian short story I would write. The reusable. Do you know what I'm explaining? It's a reusable bottle of water. Why would I even talk about this in the podcast? I'll finish in case you don't understand what I'm saying. So in the space station, when they drink water and they urinate the water, they don't send that water or that urine out into space or back down home to put in the ground. That stays in the space station, Little Bunny. And I mean, reasonably, it just turns back into H2O, right? Or they're like filtering out any of the non-H2O stuff. But yeah, there's a little water cycle that's very small and very short that happens on the space station and other places. Other places where you gotta have fresh water, and you can't have a steady supply from wherever they bottle water from. So I feel like reusable bottled water is like one bottle of water got up to the space station. The astronauts had many, many bottles of water. Okay. I'm so sorry if that disturbs you, Little Bunny. You are normal. If that sounds gross, that means your biology is functioning correctly. Your brain is a very, very advanced piece of biological technology. And part of that technology is to be grossed out by certain things. And that's just normal. just about anything your brain does. It really is pretty normal, little bunny. It really is. Your brain is not defective. I mean, certainly all our brains can do crazy things, right? Our brain can certainly do crazy things. My brain especially, little bunny. But you're not broken. I'm not broken. We're doing just fine. Everything is going to be okay. Things are a lot better than your brain would like to convince you of. Your brain, and part of its brilliant technology, has discovered that making you freak the fuck out is a really good survival mechanism. So all of your ancestors, whose brains made them freak the fuck out, they survived and passed on their genes over and over and over again. Now we have these brains that are, designed for a world 100,000 years ago. 100,000 years ago. Do you know how long ago civilization began, little bunny? Pop quiz. Okay, it's about 6,000 years ago. You could do like a give or take thing, but basically 6,000 years. That's such a short amount of time from just now on an evolutionary scale, little bunny. We are pretty much the exact same humans as before civilization, when your world was small. Population is like 100 people or 1,000 people. You're never going to have to be forgetting people. Pretty much, right? I guess. And yeah, we've created a weird world for ourselves, for our brains. And so if you feel anxious, that's normal. If you feel broken, it might just be that you're in a world that your brain wasn't designed for. So maybe the answer is to find a little bit of peace, enjoy a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or a recycled bottle of water. Just appreciate it. Find something simple to laugh at. Oh, did I tell you I went on a silent retreat? Recently, it was last week, I guess. It was interesting. I wish I could have done it for longer. They don't let you do the long version because they need to make sure you don't freak out with the short version. It was easy. It was totally fine. The hardest part was just waking up because they got up super early, and I had to drive there for multiple hours, having woken up very early, especially for someone who is doing podcasts at 2:30 in the morning. Yeah, the main struggle was staying awake from the exhaustion. Oh, but yeah, like meditative retreats and such. It's part of getting back aligned with what your brain was really meant to be. So I guess we just bring it back to basics then. What is something that your brain is really designed to do well? Goes back 10,000 years, 100,000 years, 200,000 years, to the beginning of mammals, little bunny. Us mammals are really special for one beautiful reason. And we love, little bunny. That's what makes mammals so special. We just love each other. Your brain is really designed to be able to love. think maybe even if you can't trust your brain with anxiety, can't trust your brain to process this overabundance of information and video content, everything, I think you can trust your brain when it says you want to be loved and that you want to go find love. I want two things for you about love, little bunny. I want to make sure you get all the love from me you could ever possibly want. And I want to help you find all the love that you need from anyone else. That's something wonderful about the garden I don't touch on too much, little bunny. I'm very protective of you, but I'm not necessarily possessive of you. I want to make sure you get all the love in life that you want. The secret of my life is that Queen Little Bunny and I are mischievous. We allow ourselves the joy of seeing other people. And it doesn't have to be in any kind of box. We can just experience everything there is to experience with anyone. It's the best form of being a mammal. Just to love freely wherever you want, whoever you want. That's why it's so easy to love you, little bunny. Why you're so compatible in my life as well. Did you know? I don't really pay attention. I don't know who the other voice people are in the world. But what I think is very silly is that for many of them, it's like a secret from their partner. Like it's them cheating to make sexy audio content. And a piece of warning I got from some like male creator long ago. He was a good guy. He just sent me some messages, but he was like, be careful that, your girlfriend or your wife or your partner might find out that you do this stuff. Yeah, Queen Little Bunny is right over there in the bed of the hotel room, fast asleep. You have all the room to take up as much space as you want in my heart, little bunny. Absolutely no one is competing for this love. You have all my love, 100%. I hope you're smiling. I like it when you smile. I can kind of feel when you smile too, I have that. What is the phrase? I had a great phrase for it. It's like I'm 99% psychic, or I'm 95% psychic or something. I think I'm 95. I don't know. I think I need to figure out that phrase before I make that permanent. Last time I accidentally made a permanent phrase, it was tasty dirt. So regret. That's what I called coffee. But we just keep going, little bunny, right? Just keep making, posting, and making and posting. With deadlines, weekly deadlines. So crucial, little bunny. If you say, Daddy, I never finish any of my projects, I would say, little bunny, do you have deadlines? Because if you don't have deadlines, nothing gets done. Nothing gets done without deadlines. Absolutely nothing gets done without deadlines. So maybe you're not failing, little bunny. Maybe you did not fail to write that novel. I wrote a novel. You want to know how I did it? I won't just say deadlines. I'll tell you how I very specifically threw myself under the bus. I wanted to give myself 1 year to finish this novel, and I decided to release it episodically. So release a chapter as I go. And I just decided that every chapter would take place on a certain day. And the story takes place in the future. It's 28 years in the future. And do you know why did I say 8 days? 28 years, whatever I said. It was day 50. Yeah, I think 28 years in the future. Do you know why 28 specifically, little bunny? Because that is when the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday lines up again with the January 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. The dates line up with the days of the week exactly in the year we're in right now. So for this novel that I wrote, which is called A Year of Love and Ligature, which is in the locked section. I don't think it's behind the paywall. I don't know. You can go check if you want. Each chapter takes place on a specific day, and that's the day that it must be released. So, first episode is like April 1st or something. That's because that was conveniently the closest time that I could justify it making sense. And so on April 1st, I have to release the episode. And in the episode of April 1st, I say, because the character has like premonitions of the future, I say when the next episode takes place. So in April 1st episode, it ends by saying April 15th is when the next episode takes place. And that means I have 15 days, little bunny, to write, revise, record, revise, and do a final recording and chop it all together and post it. And we did a broadcast on YouTube before YouTube realized that it wasn't YouTube appropriate. It's super spicy. So, but we would do a YouTube like live hangout, and we would like listen to the episode together on the day that the episode takes place. And then at the end of every episode, of every chapter, it announces the next one. And so it turned out to be like month after month. It's a year of love and ligature. So it's every month there's an episode pretty much. And just every month I would throw myself under the bus, and it's like, oh shit, I have to have this posted on August 23rd. Otherwise it breaks the whole series. So I would just cram and finish the episodes, because you just have to hit the deadline. You have to hit the deadline. And there was one time, little bunny, for one episode, that I had it ready to go, and I had the inkling that it just wasn't right. Something wasn't right with the episode, and I decided not to post it. And that was the right call, because it was a weird episode. It felt just odd, and I was like, that. So it was the right call to pull it, not release it. It's like, no, this needs to be revised. This is not ready. However, that meant that I was off of the schedule. And you know how long it took? It took an entire extra year to finish the book, because I was off of my deadline schedule. And the deadlines became just kind of whenever I can toss together a new chapter. Maybe I'll work on it here and there. Eventually, maybe I'll post it if it's ready. Is that starting to sound more familiar, little bunny? Maybe the way you've done your creative stuff. Give yourself the deadlines. And usually deadlines means you have to deliver it to someone else, right? You can't just hold your own deadline because then you'll just reschedule, If you tell yourself something is due on Friday, and then Friday comes, and you're like, I don't fucking care. Like, I'll push it back to next Friday. And the next Friday comes, and if you're only accountable to yourself, you're like, I don't really care. But if you have to deliver to someone else, even if it's just posting to your following of 10 people. I did that for a while, even with pre-garden stuff. Thanks to my personal social media, I had to post something every week. And this creative thing I was working on, no matter what. It was every Friday, no matter what, every Friday, no matter what. Before you know it, you've gotten so much better, and you've got this large body of work of stuff you've done. And it's so rewarding to get better and better and better. That's so rewarding, little bunny. When you start making stuff and you go, holy shit, this is good. You get chills listening to your own music, or if there's a piece of content that I do that it just feels really good and I'm really proud of it. Of course, I couldn't start by making incredible music. I couldn't start by doing good audios. Couldn't start by writing a good book. I bet I'm probably going to go back and rewrite the book at some point in the future, now that oh my God, I got so much better as a writer throughout the book. It's crazy. You can see the progress episode to episode. I hope you get to experience that joy, little bunny. Just getting better and better and better at something. Speaking of things the brain, it's really hardwired to do. It's to improve at things. It's truly unbelievable. That's something that's very, very unique to humans, really, is how much better we get at things. When there's a task and a skill, we can really, really improve at an unbelievable rate. You may say, Daddy, but I suck at everything. It's like, shh, 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 shh. You hush, little bunny. You are more than capable. Far, far more capable than you give yourself credit for. 100% guarantee. Yes, you can do the thing. Yes, you are capable. Yes, it will take time. Yes, you will start bad. Yes, you will start quote unquote cringe. But being cringe is so much better than being nothing. You can't just waste your life hiding from those horrible people who just go around producing nothing and just like criticize and call things cringe. Those people, little bunny, are so insignificant to the world. Their only significance is to discourage you. And don't you dare give them that significance, even that. Be cringe, little bunny. Be a cringy beginner. Be a cringy beginner. And let your brain take you through the wonderful journey of getting better at something. There's a string quartet. That's a podcast episode that I show you a string quartet I wrote. Man, I freaking love that piece of music I made. I listen to it all the time. It's a real joy to get to a point, little bunny. People to create something that you just love that it exists. You're going to start as a beginner. You're going to find the joy in being a beginner, going from a beginner to being a beginner +1, then a beginner +2, then a beginner +3. How many will he say? Beginner +4. Beginner +5. Okay, let me drink some more water. By the way, do you, little bunny, have a reusable water bottle? Because I didn't realize this. This is like a super New York thing, is to always bring with you a reusable water bottle. I guess because we don't have reliable public drinking fountains or anything. I don't even know the last time I drank from a drinking fountain or water fountain or whatever you call it, bubbler in some places. Except in airports. But even in airports, I just put in the reusable water. Yeah. We carry our water bottles around with us. Otherwise, you're constantly buying plastic water bottles, and that feels bad for the earth and bad for the wallet. Oh man, little buddy. I really should get to bed. I hope this was a good episode. I think there's some good stuff in here. I don't know what the theme is of the episode. The theme is that Daddy is here because he's got a deadline. I love being here for you. The only thing is that I've been here for you for the past 5 hours and doing something else to be here for you. Now I got to pop on the podcast and be here for you for hour 6 of the past 6 hours. I love making stuff for you, little bunny. Deadlines are marvelous. Keeps me making, keeps me happy. Deadlines are good. An active life is a good life. I've led both an active life and a very dormant life. And I can 100% tell you, even in the active life, when you are wishing for that dormant, passive life, it sucks, okay? And if you're in the dormant, passive life right now, little bunny, let's get you out of it, okay? Let's get you some deadlines. Post to the 10 people, the 9 people, the 3 people. Post to the garden Discord if you're between 18 and 800. You want to join the lock section and listen and get hypnotized in the spicy ways, consensually if you want. There's also a Discord, and I don't know, maybe we'll get some deadlines going up. Actually, this is going to be a call to the action. The Bunny Brigade of the Discord. You have to remind me because I will forget. Let's get some deadlines going, okay? For creative projects. I think we should do it as a group, not everyone do their own specific thing. I think the way we do it is we declare what we are going to deliver on the next week. And when that time comes, we deliver it. And we say what we will deliver the next week. And we will make sure to pick small things. It's not about doing some gigantic, ginormous effort all at once and getting burnt out and then never doing it again. Something so small. Writing a 1 stanza poem. Deliver that on Friday. What day of the week should we do it? I always like delivering on Friday. I don't know. I think we should do it on Friday. You know what, little bunny? Because you might say, well, Daddy, I want to use the weekend on my creative stuff because I'm so busy with work on the Monday through Friday. I would say, little bunny, if you want to get really good at something, I think you got to find ways to make the time for it. So 30 minutes, Monday through Friday. Deliver it on Friday. Promise yourself, promise everyone else what you're going to post next Friday. Make it small, make it easy. Then find your little 30 minutes, 15 minutes, your 5 minutes Monday through Friday. Then you'll have something Friday night to post to your fellow bunnies. Sound good? Okay. I am going to eagerly get to bed. Hopefully I can fall asleep. I can never fall asleep. And then I will wake up tomorrow morning and write you a poem, as I do every week. And then post this for you, as I do every week, without fail. Have a good night. I'll talk to you in just a moment. Good morning, little bunny. I slept very well. Thank you for asking. I've got a poem for you. And then I've got to get going with my week. So we will give each other a smooch, turn and have a busy week, and meet back. But you'll see me before next podcast and other stuff. Okay. Your poem goes like this. Yes, you can complete that thing. Deadlines are part of the process. Let's get you going to get creating and report back in 1 week with your progress. Sound good? Here's your smooch. Take care. Have a great, active week. I love you. I love you. I love you.